Welcome to Gaming Rarities. I'm Dan. Thank you for clicking and for watching. I hope you're doing okay, and welcome back to another episode of the PS2 cardboard collection. In case you're new around here, on this channel we like to look for the rarer things in the gaming world, just the things you don't see out and about too often, but the main focus is on a full, complete PAL collection of every single piece of PS2 cardboard, and we're hoping to add to that today. Now in today's episode we're opening not one, not two, not three, but 4 different pieces of PlayStation 2 cardboard. Mad, I know. There's a few bits from France here today. There's a few bits that I got pretty cheap. One I got extremely cheap, and a couple that were pretty expensive. So we'll open them up. We'll go from cheapest to most expensive. Some pretty cool stuff. There's one piece in particular that I have been looking for years. Just randomly appeared on eBay in France, and yeah, I bought it and it's here, and I'm really looking forward to getting into it. But before we get into those, I just want to draw your attention to the description down below, where you'll find links for playlists for this series, for CEX Rarities review, and for the new PS3 Steelbook Saga. All the links are down below. There's also a playlist for every single CEX roulette that I've ever done in the shorts. That's down there below, so you can catch up on absolutely everything I've ever done ever. It's all nice and easy, linked down below. As you saw, there's some pretty meaty boxes in there today, some big stuff. I don't know why the boxes are so big, actually. For at least one of them, I don't think it's that big. So yeah, we'll find out what's in those together. But if anything is larger than I'm expecting it to be, room is going to be a real struggle. I've recently made the tough decision to completely abandon the Xbox 360 double, triple and collection. That's been taken off the shelves and it's going to go in storage to make room for the PS3 Steelbook Saga. I'm going to have one shelf dedicated to Steelbooks for the PS3. But whilst I was making that, I kind of noticed that a few of them don't have spines, which is upsetting, and I think that needs to be adjusted. I'm pretty sure they would have had a sleeve if they haven't got a spine. That's normally the case, so if that is the case, we're going to have to maybe look at upgrading those ones. Also, by the time you're watching this, I will have come back from a road trip. I can tell you, well, I'm not going to tell you because it's be some CEX Rarities reviews, locations coming up. So yeah, be sure to keep an eye on the channel if you're into those. They are probably my favorite thing I'm doing at the minute. I know it's new and kind of fresh, but the PS2 cardboard will always be number one in my heart. We've got such a massive collection now. Let's get into some more. Let's open these boxes. So here we go. First of 4 boxes today. No, this is not a box of ice creams. This is legitimately the box it came in. I don't know whether these concerns me when I see packaging like this, but there was nothing to worry about, as we'll find out. So opening in this up, this is the 24, the game 24 promo pack. Now it is not complete. I knew it wasn't complete when I bought it, but the main thing I was concerned about was the box. Now, I paid just £23.89 for this delivered. And if it's complete, those are some of the prices you can see there. So, with knowing that it's missing bits, I can handle it to have the cardboard. The cardboard is what I collect. I know, obviously, it would be nice to have it complete. And if I see another one for a decent price, then I may well pick it up. But the cardboard is what I collect. And although it doesn't have the game, I do have the game. I think 2 other times I've got the Steelbook and the standard game, so I don't need the game again. This has got just this kind of piece of cardboard in there and a random 24 manual, which I don't even know if that's meant to come in with it. And the disc that came with it is not the promo disc, which it should be. This is just a demo disc of the game, which it might be more rare. I've never seen this demo before, so... yeah, I just thought for 20 odd quid delivered for a piece of cardboard that is expensive complete, and you don't see it too often that's not complete, I figured it was worth picking up. Yeah, another piece that can go on the shelf. I do like these promo packs. Definitely going to keep an eye out for more. There is quite a few about kind of on the continent. I've seen there's a few in France and stuff that are pretty obscure and rare, but if they've got cardboard, definitely I am interested. So another piece for the collection. Now up next, the next most expensive one was in this massive box, which I couldn't film properly, but taking it out of the box, it is Kokoto Fishing Master. Now this comes brand new in the box, sealed. It's got the fishing rod and it's got a sealed edition of the game. Now I'm pretty sure that this game on its own is pretty hard to find here in the UK. It's not an overly popular one. Kokoto games in general, I think, are pretty obscure in this country. But this was not a lot of money. It was just £31 delivered. And there was another copy available from the same place I bought it from on eBay. So if you want this, a sealed edition of the game, I think it's worth it, really, for just £31. It is massive. This is probably not going to be in my games room because it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. A lot of excess packaging here. I think they could have done it a bit more streamlined if they wanted to, but it's multilingual, all the languages on the back there. Trying to show you, it's got a hang tab and things like that. It is all still sealed, and the cardboard is fine. It came from France, free delivery as well, so it was £31 whatever and some pence all in. But yeah, for a sealed rare game that you don't see very often with the peripheral in a big box, I think that's definitely worth it. Up next, in another massive box that I couldn't undo properly, is this Sebastian Loeb edition of World Rally Championship, WRC. So this is a big box. It comes with the game and it comes with a network adapter which allowed you to use the internet on your PlayStation 2 back in the day. I have got a similar size box to this, which I'll try and find a picture of. It is the Twisted Metal one, which also came with the network adapter, Twisted Metal Black, I believe, which I've got. I had to put all my this size box, all these boxed ones like this with the peripheral, like with the iToys and the SOCOM ones, they're all gone in storage because I just don't have the room anymore, which is a real shame because they do display very nicely next to each other on the shelf. So the network adapter in here was still sealed. There was a couple available on eBay of this when I bought this. I went for the one that was better condition. I've had some sales on my eBay recently, so I had some money in my eBay account. I thought I'd finally pull the trigger on this. I've had my eye on it for a while. But yeah, the one with the sealed edition of the network adapter was the one that grabbed me the most. And the cardboard box is excellent as well. Game is all complete and all good. French exclusive. Obviously, I don't know if I'm not huge on my rally, but I don't really know who Sebastian Loeb is, but I know he's got a couple of games to his name, so maybe he has some this side of the channel as well, but I'm pretty sure he's obviously French, and on that side of the pond they obviously are a fan of his work, or were back in the day. But yeah, another one for the collection. Now this one is the main event of the video today. I've known about this one for a while. It has got a hole in the box, unfortunately, but hopefully the inside is not damaged. You can see it's got some extra packaging in there. Yeah, so this one has been on my radar for a long time, but it's always been so expensive. A really, really pricey piece of cardboard. But this one just appeared on eBay and I saw it and I didn't even think. As I said, I had the money in my eBay account, so I was like, well, gotta be purchased. I can't leave this behind for that. I know I've seen double and triple the price I paid for this, so they are not necessarily selling for that price, but when I saw it for what I paid, it had to be got. So without further ado, here we have the Star Wars Experience Action Pack. Now this, I believe, is a French exclusive, or definitely European. I'm pretty sure we never got this over here in the UK. Has the cardboard sleeve encompassing the two standard games. The writing there is in English, but the whole back language is in French. Yeah, just a really obscure piece that you just don't see. And if you do, it's always extremely expensive. I've never seen one on eBay. The only time I've ever seen them before was on other websites. And as I said, they were asking for a serious amount of money. I paid £120 delivered for this, just about around that, plus some pence. It's a lot of money, I know, for what it is. Essentially, these two pretty mid Star Wars games, but I collect cardboard, and that's what this is. There is Race of Revenge and Jedi Starfighter here as well. So, you know, they're both kind of the racing style games, I think. I'm not huge on Star Wars games personally. I do have a few of them, and there are some I do enjoy. Jedi Power Battles being one for the PS1 back in the day. But yeah, these ones, not too sure. I never played them, but I'm just really chuffed to add this piece to the collection. It's a slide over one, which is a bit weird. We don't get too many. But yeah, that's the 4 pickups today. Quite a lot of money on that last one, but I think there was a couple of bargains in there. Let me know what you think. Let's go back to the other Dan. So there we have it, 4 pickups for the cardboard collection. Obviously most happy with this one, the Star Wars Experience. Expensive for what is essentially just a thin piece of cardboard, but that's what I collect, and I have a problem, clearly. Been looking for this one for a long time. I've seen it available for a lot more than what I paid, and where I have seen it available they would not post to the UK, so when I saw it pop up on eBay for a reasonable price I had to get it. Plus I've been selling stuff on my eBay, so it's coming out of my eBay balance, which makes it feel like I'm not spending anything. I know that's what they want you to do, but that's how it feels. So that's why I got this. Also the Sebastian Loeb edition, special edition. I've been looking for that for ages, so I finally pulled the trigger on that. That's been available. There's still another one on there now, I think, that's not in great condition compared to that one. That was in better condition, so picked that up because, again, I had a meaty eBay balance, which I don't have anymore. The Kototo fishing one, nice to have a sealed game, 30 quid delivered from France, can't argue with that. Massive packaging on that one, and the Sebastian Loeb one was way too much packaging, but you know, can't argue with decent packaging. And we know about the 24, the game. I'm happy to have that just as a cardboard for the collection. I know it's a press kit, I know it's incomplete, but for 20 quid it's, you know, done for me. I don't need to worry about it anymore. You saw the prices of the ones that are complete. I don't want to be paying that for what that when I've got that, you know what I mean? So I'm happy that can go in the collection. Highlight the Star Wars Experience, but 4 pieces added to the collection. And that's it for today. Thank you for clicking and for watching. Subscribe if you like what you saw. Up next week will probably be another episode of the CEX Rarities review, because I've got lots of them to go through, so be sure to hang around for that one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.